Life's not fair. No peeking. I pull mom and dad by their hands and sit them down on my bed. I've been waiting all week for Saturday to get here, and now that it's here, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Okay, I say, open your eyes. When my parents open their eyes, they look very surprised. Mallory, why are all your scrapbooks on the floor of your room instead of on the shelf in your closet? Mom asks me. It's scrapbook day, I tell her. I put cheeseburger in mom's lap and pick up a pink scrapbook with the word kindergarten on the cover. You and dad and I are going to spend the day looking at all my old scrapbooks. Dad raises an eyebrow. Mallory, today we're going to, but before Dad can finish his sentence, I plop down on the bed between Mom and Dad and open my kindergarten scrapbook to the picture of me with a big bow in my hair and a little backpack on wheels. This is me on my first day of school. Mom looks over my shoulder at Dad. I start turning pages. I show them a picture of me eating animal crackers at snack time and a picture of me pushing a shopping cart on a class field trip to the grocery store. Dad clears his throat. Mallory, I close my kindergarten scrapbook. Now we're going to look at my first grade scrapbook. I reach for a thick blue book with alphabet letters on it. But when I do, a pair of black sneakers are blocking my way. Move it, I tell Max, but he doesn't. Dad, when are we going to the pet store? Asks Max. It's Saturday, and you said we could look for a dog today. I reach around Max's legs to get my first grade scrapbook. Mom and Dad can't go today. It's scrapbook day. Scrapbook day? Max laughs. We're going to the pet store, right, Dad? I ignore Max, open my scrapbook, and point to a picture of me carrying a lunchbox. Dad, isn't this a cute picture? But Dad isn't looking at the picture. He looks at Mom, then he looks at me. Mallory, I love looking at these pictures of you, but we have planned to go to the pet store today. What do you say we do scrapbook day tomorrow? I turn the page. Here I am writing on the chalkboard. Dad puts his arm around me. Sweet potato, you need to put the scrapbooks away. We're going to the pet store. I cross my arms. You and Mom and Max planned to go to the pet store, but nobody asked me if that's what I wanted to do. I'm sure we'll all have fun, says Mom. She puts cheeseburger on my bed and starts picking up scrapbooks. We'll help you clean up, and then we'll go. Great, says Max. He grabs a scrapbook and throws it in my closet. It lands on a pile of shoes. Mom, tell Max to be careful with my stuff. Max, Mom gives Max a stern look. Max shrugs his shoulders and gives Mom a what did I do wrong look. But I know he knows what he did wrong. I'll finish here, says Mom. Why don't you two go outside for a few minutes? Is it okay if I go next door and see if Joey wants to come to the pet store with us? Max asks Dad. Since he has a dog, he could be a big help. I think that's a fine idea, says Dad. Why don't you and Mallory go together? Max walks towards the front door. I scoop up cheeseburger and follow Max outside. I have to run walk to keep up with him. Joey is my friend, not Max's. Max even says that living next door to Joey is the worst part of living on Wish Pond Road. Just because Max is getting a dog and Joey has one doesn't mean Max can steal my friends. Since when do you care what Joey thinks? I ask Max. Max pushes the Winston's doorbell. Joey is a dog expert. That's not fair, I say to Max. You can't just take my friends. Life's not fair, says Max, like he's an old smart person talking to a young stupid one. Then he starts laughing. When Joey opens the front door, Max stops laughing and starts explaining. The thing is, I don't know what kind of dog I want to get. Want to help me pick? Joey smiles. Sure, but you'll know the right dog when you see it. Joey pats his dog Murphy. I knew the minute I saw Murphy that he was for me. Max nods his head like that makes sense to him, like it's something that only a kid getting a dog could understand. Come in, says Joey. Let me put on my sweatshirt and we'll go. Max follows Joey down the hall. I go into the Winston's kitchen. Winnie is at the table peeling an orange. What do you want? She says without looking up. Max is getting a dog. He came over to see if Joey would go to the pet store with us. Want to come too? I ask. Winnie pops a piece of orange into her mouth and chews it slowly. I wouldn't go to a pet store if it was the last place on the planet, she says when she's done chewing. I sit down at the table holding cheeseburger. Now that Max is getting a dog, Winnie and I have a lot in common. So, what's it like having a brother with a dog? Winnie makes a face like she's about to get a shot. Get ready. For what? Winnie raises an eyebrow. When Joey got Murphy, everybody treated that dog like he was the president. I think about all the attention Max has already gotten, and he hasn't even gotten a dog yet. It must have been pretty bad, I say to Winnie. Winnie laughs. That wasn't the worst part. The worst part is having a dog. Soon you'll step in things that make a used wad of gum seem like a birthday present, and your clothes will be covered in dog hairs. She picks one off her shirt and hands it to me. It's awful, continues Winnie. I refuse to even say the word D-O-G. If you think your life is bad now, just wait. I pick up cheeseburger. Thanks, I say. I have to be going. Watch where you step, she says as I'm leaving. When I get home, I go to my room, shut the door, and pull out my cheeseburger scrapbook. I snuggle up on my bed with her. Want to see your baby book? I ask her. I open the first page and tell Cheeseburger the story of how I found her. Once upon a time, there was a teeny tiny kitten that lost her mother. The kitten wandered into the yard of a sweet little girl. I showed Cheeseburger a picture of me holding her when she was a baby. The little girl put out a bowl of milk and some food. She thought the kitten would leave and go look for her mother, but the kitten stayed. So the little girl took the kitten inside and made a bed for her on her pillow. I showed Cheeseburger a picture of her sleeping on top of my bed in my old house. The little girl thought the kitten was happy there. But just to be sure, she went next door to get her lifelong best friend who agreed that the kitten must love her a lot. Together, they convinced the little girl's mother to let her keep the kitten. I showed Cheeseburger a picture of Mary Ann and me holding her. The little girl named her kitten Cheeseburger after her favorite food, and they lived happily ever after until the little girl grew up, moved to a new town, left behind her old best friend, and tragically learned that her older brother was going to get a dog. I close Cheeseburger's baby book and rub her back. Max is right about one thing, I tell her. Life's not fair.